opinion are Donald Trump's turbulent tactics damaging America's global leadership. It seems U.S. President Donald Trump wants to be in the news every day. His administration imposed 25 tariffs on Indian goods last week and then again imposed another 25, which will come into effect from August 27. In response, the Indian Prime Minister stated that India will stand by its farmers and be ready to pay the price. Many people are advocating retaliatory tariffs on U.S. goods as well. U.S.-India relations are strained due to Trump's unpredictable behavior. He claims that India's crude oil trade with Russia has increased from 0.2 to 35 after the Ukraine war. Despite this, the global crude oil supply chain and its prices remain stable. As India is buying from Russia, otherwise, prices would skyrocket. Furthermore, Trump has disappointed India with his comments on the ceasefire during Operation Sindoor. Trump has claimed over 30 times that he stopped the India-Pakistan war, but India denied his claims, stating that no country or individual mediated for the ceasefire. This might have hurt Trump's ego, but he should understand that India is a sovereign nation and the largest democracy in the world, as well as the fourth largest economy. India's response might have affected Trump's ambition to win the Nobel Peace Prize. After winning his second term as president of the U.S., his attitude towards allied countries changed. He seems to think that ruling a nation is the same as running a company. As the U.S. enjoys economic superpower status, Trump feels that all countries should listen to it. However, he should remember that the colonial era is over. Every country is sovereign and functions based on the needs of its people. Most countries respect U.S. leadership and its currency, the dollar, because of their lower tariffs on imported goods. Given his attitude, the U.S.-allied countries might consider alternative currencies. Among BRICS nations, India has been one of the least anti-U.S. countries. But now India might feel America is no longer a reliable partner and may proactively enable the BRICS forum. Trump's second term has been more turbulent than his first. He is undermining alliances such as NATO and the G7. Trump repeatedly criticized NATO allies for not paying their fair share, even threatening to pull out of the alliance. He clashed with key allies like Germany, Canada, and France while expressing admiration for authoritarian leaders like Putin and Kim Jong-un. Leaders in responsible positions should be cautious in their words and actions, but Trump speaks whatever comes to mind. Some of his actions have caused controversies, like withdrawing from global agreements such as the Paris Climate Accord and halting U.S. funding to the World Health Organization (WHO) during the COVID-19 pandemic. His America First doctrine may lead to America being isolated in the near future. This approach often comes across as isolationist or transactional, undermining multilateral cooperation. The USA's traditional allies feel abandoned, weakening America's role as a reliable global partner. U.S. soft power has been damaged by Trump's actions, frustrating many countries and leaders with his blackmailing politics. Global trust in U.S. leadership has sharply declined, especially among Western democracies. Evidence of declining global standing includes Pew Research showing favorable views of the U.S. among key allies dropping to historic lows. For instance, Germany 26, UK 41. Diplomatic disengagement during Trump's regime has allowed China and Russia to expand influence in regions where the U.S. pulled back: Africa, Middle East, Asia-Pacific. Global surveys show more nations looking to the EU, China, or regional partnerships instead of Washington for leadership. On the other side, Trump's supporters argue that he has prioritized national interest over costly international commitments and pressured allies to spend more on defense NATO for fairer burden sharing. He has engaged with adversaries like North Korea in ways previous presidents did not. They argue this is a reset of U.S. leadership, focused on strength rather than diplomacy. Swipe left for next video. Many credible observers argue that Trump has damaged America's global leadership by undermining alliances, retreating from international agreements, and embracing a nationalist, isolationist agenda. Whether that damage is permanent or reversible depends on how future administrations choose to re-engage with the world. In recent decades, the world has not seen such a volatile and unreliable leader as the U.S. president. While other countries have elected businessmen as leaders, none have fluctuated like Trump. However, he has set a trend for new leaders. If it were any other leader than the U.S. president, the world order might not be disturbed. Dr. K. Venkatakrishna Rao is an assistant professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering at NIT Warangal and also a visiting fellow, India Foundation, New Delhi. Views expressed in the above piece are personal and solely those of the author. They do not necessarily